Good day. This is the Professor, CBMD PhD, and today's Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. It is 1:51 and 19 seconds, a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and today's research, aging. So let's hop to it here. Researchers discover a way to fight the aging process and cancer development. Date March 23rd, 2023. Source: University of Cologne. As damage in the human genome can be repaired, but this works better in germ cells, sperm and eggs, than in normal body cells. Responsible for this is a dream protein complex, which prevents the activation of all available repair mechanisms. A research team has now shown that normal body cells can also be repaired better once this complex has been deactivated. In the long run, the scientists hope to develop better therapies to prevent cancer and aging-associated diseases. When researchers suppress the so-called dream complex in the body, various repair mechanisms kick in, making these cells extremely resilient towards all kinds of DNA damage. Because it contains all of our genetic information, our DNA must be well protected. However, it constantly faces damage caused by environmental influences or our normal metabolism. Hence, DNA repair is essential for the stability of our genome and the functioning of our cells. The findings for the first time allow researchers to improve DNA repair in body cells and to target the causes of aging and cancer development. And still more research is needed until these results can be translated into new therapies for human patients. The dream complex functions as conserved master, regulator of somatic DNA repair capacities, has appeared in nature, structural molecular biology. Our genetic material is passed on from generation to generation. That is why it is particularly well protected in our germ cells. Highly precise DNA repair mechanisms are at work there, ensuring that only very few changes in the genetic material are passed on to offspring. And thanks to DNA repair, our human genome has been passed on to us by our ancestors for 200,000 years. It has always been ensured that the genetic information is preserved. DNA is also constantly repaired in our body cells, but only for the duration of the individual's life. As sometimes children are born with faulty DNA repair systems, making them age more quickly and develop typical age-related diseases, such as neurodegradation and arterial sclerosis, already in childhood. In some cases, they also have an extremely increased risk of cancer. These are all consequences of DNA damage not being properly repaired. The research team explored why body cells do not have the same repair mechanisms as germ cells. In experiments with a nematode C. elegans, they found out that the dream protein complex limits the quantity of DNA repair mechanisms in body cells. The complex attaches to the DNA construction plans containing instructions for the repair mechanisms, and this prevents them from being produced in large quantities. Germ cells, however, do not have the dream complex. Hence, they naturally produce large quantities of DNA repair mechanisms. In further experiments with human cells in the laboratory cell culture, the scientists show that the dream complex functions in the same way in human cells. They were also able to override the dream complex with a pharmaceutical agent. Researchers were pleased to see the same effect as did in C. elegans. The human cells were much more resilient toward DNA damage after treatment. The treatment with the dream complex inhibitor also showed amazing effects in mice. The DNA in the retina of mice could be repaired and the function of the eye preserved. The test was carried out in mice that, like some patients, aged prematurely and showed a typical degeneration of the eye's retina. The genome also plays a major role in manned spaceflight because of extremely high radiation in space. A long stay in space without improved DNA repair is hardly imaginable. As therapies that target and improved this newly discovered master regulator of DNA repair could reduce the risk of cancer because genes remain intact. In addition, the risk of age-related diseases would be reduced because cells can only fulfill their function with an intact genome. And this is the professor of microbiology, bioinformatics, pathophysiology, and leader of research. This video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have an awesome day.